Hiya, how you doing? Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. I hope you're well. So here's a wonderful question to ask ourselves. It seems to be a similar theme that keeps coming up all the time, so I think it's something that we really need to look at time and time again. Would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same way as my thoughts speak to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? So, what are your first thoughts with that? Do you even listen to how you speak to yourself in your thoughts? Do they just ramble on by? But think of how you speak to the person you love the most. Sometimes we speak not very nicely to the person we love the most. So that's another thing for you to think about. Sometimes we speak better to people that we don't necessarily care about as much, do we? We can take it out on those closest to us. So I'd sort of say watch for that as well. So here's what goes with it. To emphasize it, we have self-love. Oops. And then we have love, relationships and harmony. Isn't that beautiful? So that's why I'm saying we need to maybe check in on how our thoughts are criticizing ourselves. Are we praising ourselves enough? Do we say, do you know what, I did really well at that? Or, I need to do a bit better, but so far so good. And are we getting ourselves frustrated, pent up, where we are attacking ourselves and others? Are we actually talking with words of love and kindness and compassion? Are we letting our sense of overwhelm be taken out on those that we care most about? Do we think, well, they love me so they can take it? Do we need to think about it more and say, how today can I think and say more words of love and caring and compassion and understanding to myself and those around me that I love? Someone was just telling me how I had a couple of people who have just said to me that within their work, one was just looking at something and stepped back and accidentally stepped into someone and then was given a huge amount of verbal abuse. What is that? Where somebody feels the right to take out their entire frustration on someone. Someone else I know heard somebody being really unkind and rude to an older lady who was struggling with wearing a mask and had asthma, and someone was really laying into her. And so someone, the hero, came to their rescue and just said, that is enough. You do not speak to somebody like that. And then offered to help and support the lady who was struggling. This is not the time for us to attack each other. It never is. It's the time to look at our frustrations, look at how it's boiling in us, and then look at strategies for how we can do better at it. What do we need? Take ourselves maybe away from the situation. Go and scream in a field or scream into a pillow or, let it out gently. We need to let that pressure cooker energy out gently. Are you sort of slipping up on something you're doing and immediately attacking yourself that you're not doing your work well enough, or I'm doing this wrong and I failed that? And it can be the simplest things where we are given signs of overwhelm. We're getting signs of overwhelm, and then instead we either bark at ourselves, think awful things about ourselves, or we take it out on those closest to us or even strangers. So how about let's just focusing, I love that one, just focusing on love. Isn't that lovely? If we just imagine within our hearts, that beautiful rose flowering, opening up our heart chakra, our energy center of our heart, and letting it thrive, and letting ourselves start with yourself. Maybe come up with 3 words today just for yourself of how you can love yourself. Maybe just I love you, and that might be uncomfortable for you to start with, but that gives you a very good indication of where the problem lies and where do you need to start on that journey of self-love. Then that can put us in a much better position to treat others with respect and kindness. So I wish you a day of love. This message comes up again and again, but I just pull those randomly, and it seems to be a message we need to keep being reminded about. So I wish you a day filled with love for yourself, kindness for yourself, compassion for self. How about that lovely saying, just for today I will not anger, just for today I will not worry, just for today I will love all those around me and myself. Just do it a day at a time. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.